What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Waka and Tammy with the Flockas. So I have some behind the scenes tea for you guys. Tammy's new single, Baby Mama, is officially out. You can download it. I think it's available on all platforms. But let's get into the episode. So Tammy is in Baltimore getting glam for a photo shoot that she's doing in preparation for her album. She has Charlie there with her, and Charlie is still going through stuff with her little girlfriend Emiliana. Tammy, however, wants her to just get over it. To me, she's just handling the situation all wrong, like totally wrong. Charlie and Emiliana have broke up because she says that their relationship was toxic. Charlie went on a date with some little boy and posted it, and Emiliana then posted her little ex-girlfriend, just some little children, teenage stuff. So Charlie, however, didn't tell Tammy any of this because she didn't want her to be worried about all her drama, considering everything that she had going on. And then I think also the reason why she didn't tell Tammy is because she knows Tammy is just going to be negative and not really listen to her and respect her feelings. So Tammy, however, realizes that she lost the hustler side of her, and it feels good for her to be getting back into work, and she really wants to focus more on that. The pictures that she took from what we saw were really pretty. They were gorgeous. Waka, however, is finding it hard to give her space while she's away because he's very affectionate. He loves his wife. He wants to spend time with her. So I know that has to hurt him that she always wants space from him. Like I told y'all, I feel like Tammy has checked out of this marriage and she just does not know how to say so. And she's probably afraid to leave, but I don't think that she's in love with him anymore. I think that she's with him out of obligation because she knows how he feels about her, because of Charlie, because of how long they've been together. But I think after he cheated on her that last time, she emotionally checked out at that point. So, Waka is babysitting Tammy's nieces, and he loves it because he loves children. Tammy's mama Mona joins him, and she tells him that Tammy has a lot on her shoulders, with being a mom, being a sister, being her daughter, the music stuff, raising Charlie and all this, that, and the third. And Waka was like, I understand that. I'm going to give her, the space that she needs. So Charlie tells Tammy that she and Emiliana are not talking anymore, and Tammy immediately says that's good. And I'm like, oh, and you wonder why she don't want to tell you nothing because of the way that you respond. Even if you don't like the little girl, even if you are excited that they're not together anymore, that's just not the way for her to respond. And immediately Charlie shut down, and she was like, you know what, you could just say that, like, I ain't trying to hear all that negativity. Because we've all been there. I can clearly remember my feelings as a teenager when it came to my mama and not wanting to talk about my relationships to her because I just felt like she wasn't going to understand. She was going to judge me. She was going to judge him, and it was just going to be a problem. So I kept everything bottled up inside, and I promised myself that I would not be that same parent to my own child, that I would make him so comfortable to want to talk to me about things. And I'm so happy to say that me and Kyrie's have that type of relationship where he know that he can come and talk to me about anything. I never wanted him to feel afraid or feel like he was going to be punished or whatever, because I remember how it felt to be 16 and everything in your life at the age of 16 is like the worst thing ever. Like you feel like the world is ending. You don't know how to manage your emotions, control them. You don't understand them. You don't get why people treat you the way that they do. Like you don't understand anything yet. And it's important to have parents there to help you through those emotions, because when you're just learning from your friends, child, they don't know shit neither. So that's the worst thing that you could do, is alienate your child to the point where they're taking advice from people their age instead of coming to you. And that is exactly what Tammy is doing in this situation to me. So Tammy was like, you like toxic relationships or something? I don't like her from the last conversation you told me about, and I don't like how you were crying. And I get what she's saying. I don't like, this little girl, the way she mistreats you and how she makes you feel. But all of that, you're saying that to her is only going to push her away and not make her want to talk to you and not tell you things. That's the wrong way to go about it. If you want to stay in the know, you have to just be a confidant to her in those moments. So Charlie was like, next time I'm not going to make it so dramatic. right then and there, like she just said, next time. So already in her mind, she's not going to stop talking to this young girl. And the next time something happens, she's just not going to be dramatic when it comes to you. So you won't know any of this is going on. So now she's about to start hiding stuff from you, which is the worst thing that you can make a teenager do. So Charlie, in her confessional, she was like, the last convo I had with Emiliana, she decided to be sneaky and talk to another girl while we were dating. My mom thinks that she's emotionally draining me. And I agree. The little girl seems like she is just a nigga. A nigga with titties, child. She is a mess. But Tammy also has to let Charlie go through these things so she can learn, so she can grow, so she can see her worth, so she can know what she should tolerate from somebody and what she shouldn't. You have to go through those things. So Tammy in her confessional was like, I believe falling in love young leads to trouble. It happened to me. And once again, she's putting her shit off on her daughter, instead of, like I said, being there for her. She needs to stop acting like Charlie is Tammy. Tammy and Charlie are two different people, ma'am. So Charlie tells her that she don't like the little boy that she talking to or whatever, because he's just like too nice or whatever. Charlie don't know what she wants. Charlie is 15. Charlie doesn't know anything, and Tammy knows this. So the fact that you know she don't know nothing, why do you keep on bringing it up to her? Like, let that little girl live so she can know something. So Tammy was like, you told me you weren't attracted to boys, so I guess you're trying to figure it out. And Charlie agrees. And she doesn't understand who she is sexually yet. She's only 15 years old. So for her to even just say outright that she was a lesbian, I think that she's bisexual. I think she likes both. She likes girls and she likes boys, but I think that she likes girls more than she likes boys. Charlie wants to be a runway model and be known for herself. She just doesn't want to be known as Waka and Tammy's daughter. Let's be realistic here. Charlie's not about to be anybody's model. Runway especially. Not for anything high fashion. For Instagram, sure. For any of these little black-owned boutiques, great. But she's not tall enough, and no, this is just not happening. Let's be realistic here. So Tammy tells her that she wants her to go to counseling with her, and Charlie was like, that's just going to be a disaster because you're going to be defensive. And Tammy says she won't be, but we all know that's a lie. So Walker's in the studio with his brother and shows them Tammy's pics that she took in Baltimore, and he loves the fact that she wore a bodysuit with flames all over it to pay homage to him, which was really dope. He realizes that she looks so happy and that he needs to give her those pockets of happiness more, you know. They end up playing her song Baby Mama in the studio, and his brother goes up for it. I think that the song is cute. It reminds me kind of like the song Baby Mama Fantasia put out there. I think maybe even K Michelle has done a song similar. So I think, you know, the Ghetto Baby Mama's gonna go for it. It ain't my cup of tea, but it's cute for what it is. So Waka pledges to make Tammy feel like an artist more and not so much a wife. And I said that weeks ago that they need to learn how to separate the two. It's going to be hard, but that's what needs to happen in this marriage. So there's a knock at Tammy's hotel door, and it's flowers and chocolates from Waka. And she calls him and tells him that she likes it, but she still needs space. She doesn't tell him that. She tells us that. And she just seemed like, oh, that was cute. Thank you. Like, she is just not in it. She is not in it. And like I said, I think that their relationship was the stepping stone to, she's the woman that made Waka be the man that he's supposed to be for somebody else, child, and it ain't for her. Waka and Deb give back to the community, which I loved. And I don't know if y'all paid attention. He shouted me out on the camera when he was talking to the news people. I mean, I know he wasn't really talking to me, but he was actually talking about Keisha Lance's bottoms. But he was like, what up, Keisha? And I was like, what up, nigga? So Charlie talks to her cousin Chanel, who is on her father's side. And her cousin was like, are you going to, you know, call your dad while you're here? And she was like, well, I just switched my phone, so I don't really know his number. Like, nah, just leave that alone. So Charlie says it's easier to talk to Chanel than her mom because Tammy reacts rudely to everything, and she does. She really honestly does. Chanel asks about Emiliana, and Charlie says that she's in love with her and trying to figure out what's happening with this little boy as well. But the whole episode, Charlie was going back and forth on whether or not she even liked the little boy. At one moment, she was saying he was so nice and romantic. Then the next moment, she was saying he was annoying because he was too nice. Girl, this little girl don't know what the hell she talking about. So, where was I at? She says that she really enjoyed their little date and everything. And then her confessional, she says that Emiliana was making her very sad. Later that day, Tammy and her sisters and Charlie and Chanel are out eating, and she's thanking her team for everything they did for her. Charlie is on the phone, however, stress typing. I mean, she just all in her phone, just stressed out. And Tammy notices it and pulls her to the side and takes her phone. And she was like, when someone starts to affect your emotions, it really bothers me. It makes me feel like this right here, talking about the phone, might be too much. Are you all right? And Charlie starts to cry. And instead of consoling her, Tammy immediately says, oh no, I can't handle this. And like points towards Chanel like, girl, handle this. Like, I'm like, Chanel is not her mama. You're her mother. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't handle this. And, oh no. Like, what? Like, she's so immature and so fucking childish. And then at the same token, you want to act like Charlie should come to you with everything, and look how you treat her. Like, I hope she saw this and see that she needs a lot of work when it comes to parenting, especially parenting a teenage girl, because her biggest fear is Charlie ending up hurt, pregnant somewhere, and that's exactly what's gonna happen, God forbid, if she keeps on pushing this child in the direction that she's going, because she's gonna start being sneaky and hiding shit from her, and the worst is gonna happen. Because Tammy, woo, child, she needs to get it together as a mom. I couldn't believe that she reacted like that to that little girl. I'm like, be there for your damn daughter. That little girl, Chanel, is damn near what, a couple of years older than Charlie. What the hell is she gonna do? So the little girl, Chanel, was like, I got her. Tam was like, I ain't got time. I ain't got no patience for that type of shit. Like, you ain't been there. Like, the little girl is hurting. This is her first true love. This shit fucking hurts because she don't understand what the fuck is happening. And it is your job as a mom to explain to her these emotions and the things that she's going through. Share with her your experiences at that age so she can have a better understanding of what's going on, instead of shunning her and throwing her off to the wolves like, she getting on my nerves, like she doing too much. Like, girl. So Tammy tells her sisters what happened, and even her sister Becky was like, don't be tough on her. Like, damn. So in the restrooms, Charlie calls Emiliana. Like, the little girl is just stressing out. And I remember being that age and just feeling like, if you lose this motherfucker, you gonna lose your limbs, child. Charlie gets the little girl on the phone. She's like, Emiliana, listen. He took the videos and he took pictures. You need to shut the fuck up, because you think you know everything, but you don't. You act like you don't know. You act like you don't do nothing. You act like you're so innocent, like I'm supposed to sit here and let you hurt me so many times and don't do nothing about it. They playing tit for tat games, because that's what 15-year-olds do. And two girls dating, girl, it's about to be a petty boots party, child, with two girls dating, child. It's really about to be a bunch of cat fighting and jealousy and a bunch of Knox Landing bullshit. So Charlie says to Chanel, she act like I'm dating a boy. For real, I just told everyone I don't know my sexuality. She's like, you told me I was gay. I told half these people I was gay. I don't know what I want. You can tell she's stressing out because she don't know whether she like boys. She don't know whether she like girl. The girl is going through a lot. And I think Tammy looks at it like this is all childish, stupid behavior. But your daughter is struggling with her sexuality. She's struggling with dating a girl. She's struggling with figuring out who she is outside of the identity of being Waka Flocka's stepdaughter and Tammy Rivera's daughter. Like, she's dealing with the fact that her biological father ain't shit. Like, the girl is going through so much. She's going through about to be 18 and figuring out her life and what she wants to do with herself. It's a scary time for anybody that age. And I wish that Tammy would acknowledge that more. Like, stop thinking about you so much and think about your goddamn child. Be a mother. So Chanel was like, that's why I don't believe in titles, especially at that age for girls. I think it's different for guys when they come out and when it's girls when they come out. Because don't get me wrong, I feel like there are a lot of lesbians that know from a young age, oh, I like pussy. Like, it ain't nothing a dick can do for me. But then girls like Charlie, who struggled with do I like boys or do I like girls, and trying to figure it out, because this could just be a phase. It could just be Emiliana, this connection that she has with her, and she might not grow up and think that she is gay anymore and that she do like males. You just never know. So Chanel says Emiliana plays a lot of games, and I agree. Emiliana need her ass kicked. So they walk out of the bathroom, but Charlie is still stressing, and she tells Chanel to tell Emiliana that she don't know her sexuality, but she wants to be with her. Chanel get on the phone with the little girl as Tammy comes to the back, and I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. So Chanel tells Tammy that Emiliana is mad because Charlie didn't tell her she was going out with a guy, and then she saw it on Snapchat. And Tammy was like, but wasn't she posting a girl on Snapchat? You know Charlie beefing with her, so why you post her? What I tell you last night about letting somebody make you cry? And I'm like, first of all, why are you getting involved in these kids' foolishness? I understand you want to protect your child, but these are kids. The fact that you're even going off on this little girl and all this little stuff, like, you look so stupid. You look like a ghetto ass mama. So, Charlie was like, it's like I'm talking to an airhead, bro, and it's irritating. And Tam was like, so stop fucking with her. I don't give a damn who it is. Don't be crying over no fucking body. Now, come on. And I'm like, oh, God, she is exhausting. Like, Tammy is, the worst. So Tammy was like, fix your face. You don't want these people seeing you cry over some girl or whatever. And Charlie just steady crying because her mother does not get it. She really does not get it. So, Charlie and Chanel go for a walk and talk about what happened. And Charlie says that Tammy made her cry even more. And I was like, I bet. So Chanel was like, when Tammy grew up, she wasn't soft. They need to understand you're a little more emotional. Charlie was like, nobody listens to me. You know, my mama, she's so defensive. And in her confessional, she says, it affects me when my parents push my problems to the side because it's not as important as what they've been through. They think because she grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth that she don't have problems. And that's the worst way to go about things. They better get a hold of this because they're going to push that little girl away, and it's gonna be bad news. So that's my review on Waka and Tammy with the Flocka. Tammy needs to get her motherfucking life in order, goddamn it, and be a mother. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button. Don't forget this Sunday on my Real Housewives of Atlanta review, I will be dressed up because I'm going to the reunion myself. Can't wait to show you guys my look. And next week I'll be dropping another Shein try on video. I got a ton of clothes from Shein that I'm going to try on for you guys and see what works and see what doesn't. So make sure you tune in when that video drops. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.